Good morning, Yellow Room. How's everybody doing? It's Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I missed you all. I'm so glad to see you. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Miss Emma, what are you doing in this dark room? Well, friends, I am here in the dark because today we are going to be exploring shadows. Does anybody know what a shadow is? Has anybody seen a shadow recently? What did it look like? Well, friends, in order to create a shadow, you need a source of light. Usually when we're outside and we see shadows, like our bodies make shadows all the time, or leaves on trees, or a car driving by. When we see those shadows, the light source is from the sun, which is way up in the sky, sending us all of this energy and emitting solar radiating light. Well, I'm not outside, as you can tell. So my light source, I will be using this lamp. This is my pretend sun. And it emits waves of lights. And when something blocks those waves, it creates a shadow. So, pretend this is the sun. And my hand is blocking the wave of light, emitting away from this lamp, and it's making a shadow on the wall. Today, we are going to be exploring different types of shadows. I'm going to be using first this really cool feather that I found on a walk recently. Do you think this is going to cast a shadow? I am asking you this because not everything creates a shadow. Some objects and items in the world allow light to pass through them, so they don't block the light that is coming from the source, and if they're not blocking anything, they don't create a shadow. My hand, it blocks the light. It creates a shadow. Do you think this feather is going to block the light? Let's find out. Ooh, I am seeing a feather. What about this glass jar? Do you think this glass jar is going to create a shadow? I can see right through it. Let's find out. It's casting a shadow, but it's not as dark as the shadow that my hand makes. That is because the light can travel through the glass. Now here's a tricky one. What do you think will happen when I take this green bottle? I can't see through it as well as I could see through the glass jar, but I can still see through it a little bit. And it's green. I see green blur. Let's see what happens when we put it in front of the light. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's making a green shadow. Do you see that? The green light coming from this bottle is casting green onto my wall because the light waves from this lamp are casting through the thin plastic and transmitting the color of the bottle onto the wall. Now, something I'm sure that you've noticed is that there's different sizes of shadows. Why do you think that is? What happens when my hand is really close to the light? Is my shadow bigger or smaller? It's bigger. What happens when my hand is further away from the light source? Is my shadow bigger or smaller? The shadow is smaller. So depending on the placement of the object, the shadow changes in size. This is because when my hand, for example, is closer to the light source, it's blocking a larger surface area of light than if it were further away. That means it's blocking more light than if it's further from the light source. Now here's one more really cool thing about shadows. I'm going to add another light source, and we're going to see what happens. So here we have just my feather. Right now we're just using one light source, just the lamp. We have a feather, I see one shadow. Now I'm going to take this flashlight and shine it. Oh my goodness, we've got a double shadow. Do you see that? Two shadows, two feathers on the wall, but there's only one feather. That is because there are two different light sources emitting rays of light from two different directions onto this one object and creating multiple shadows. How cool is that? Well, friends, I hope that at your home you are able to play and explore with different objects and see what kinds of shadows you can make. Maybe you can find different colors, explore and see what light shines through and what it doesn't. And I would love to hear all about it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.